Money still reading, God we trust. Truthfully we envy, so why we so envious? And why our own kind envy us? Pac said it's hard, but we gotta keep our head up. Going even though we know we fed up. It's hell attention, cause we ain't careful where we all pay attention. I need all my real soldiers on the front line, fighting for the right just one time. So unstoppable together at the same time, with the same mind. Yeah, we're gonna be high and always above what's beneath us. So every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto need a black superhero.
I'm talking bulletproof kind of suit, reflect the struggle that they put us through, with the strength to fight the power like Chuck D do, with the insight to be equal. Note the sky needed a voice that finds reason to multiply people in the streets for the cause. Marching on Washington miners, we'll be walking through walls. Type of superhero show up when ain't no one to call, that'll shield you from them shields that been killing us all. High beams for eyes to peek the villains in the dark. Power of resolution for a war would even start. The knowledge to build and grow where they live, and take care of the kids and the older folk. The queen cause they need it most. Politic with the king about economic growth. Cure PTSD cause mental health ain't a joke. Feed the hungry and dope. Everyone would know everywhere we go.
Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto need a black superhero. It's gonna take one of us to save us. It's gonna take love and a lot of trust. We just gotta get that faith and know that. Well, yes, you got mine, I got your back, I know. It's gonna take one of us to save us. It's gonna take love and a lot of trust. We just gotta get that faith and know that. Well, yes, you got mine, I got your back, I know. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto need a black superhero.
I'm downstairs. You mean? Girl, I told you I'd be ready. You always got excuses and you know I be on top of things. Punctual my proper name. On the dot is not your aim. Although we in love, we are not the same. I hit you on that celly. You said you needed 5, that was more than 12 ago. Claim you got your hands tied, time stuck like Velcro. Georgia Peach on east side like it's ATL. You lacking, you tripping, you slacking, impatient, be waiting, confused like what happened. How you get attitude cause I'm getting mad, cause you wanna take 20 minutes and a half. And on top of that, I gotta get gas out of the freeway, pick up traffic. What the f is you doing? We gotta dip, 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 dip. Cardi, yeah. Watch your tick, 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 tick. Waiting for that last minute for your hell. Now stop playing games, go and bring your downstairs. Come on, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go. Cause you know that time that you wasting, like time that you wasting, like time that you wasting on my time. Come on, girl, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go. Cause you know that time that you wasting, like time that you wasting, like time that you wasting on my time. Took me 20 to get ready, yo. Shower, moisturizer, and the fit I had on yesterday. Uniform necessities, multiples of everything. Now your neighbor wanna come and speak to me like,
hey, how you doing? I ain't too bad.
Ha 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 ha. Hit her with a few fake laughs. She talking my ear off. It's sympathy I lack. I care about one thing. What a at. Anyway, gotta pay a little more if we late to the jet. Got a jet cause the band leave at 8. And we got some fur on the upper deck in the orchestra. Gon' play a score for every album project. You ain't scared to change cause it's ain't coming out your pockets. My fruity and slip. I'm rude a little bit. Don't be acting so appalled. All your girls let it put so much into tonight, and you just don't care. And I stop playing games, gun, bring your downstairs. Come on, girl, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go. Girl, you know that time that you wasting, like the time that you wasting, like the time that you wasting on my time.
You're always rushing me. Relax, chill, all right?
To tonight, just don't care. Playing games, gun, bring your downstairs.
Why you tripping? I think I left something in the house.
It's that hate, boy.
Yeah, my day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Know when you riding like we riding with each other. Ain't no I in this, it's the whole team.
Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. This defense for the Vikings, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Now on second and 13. Murray into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. Now a handoff up the middle. Dixon, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
On second and 11 now. Allen, this one caught by Ridley. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? They'll try and run for this with Moss. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead them to fourth down. long for him. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the Vikings who won that one on the road, so they'll look for the sweep here in Minneapolis. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now Allen. Completes it to Dixon. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. The Vikings at 5-4 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Looking to throw again on second down. Allen, it's complete. He finds Falk here. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. On the option, they'll hand it to Moss. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
Sly able to put this one through. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Here's Murray.
They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted.
And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
Well, that wasn't exactly a work of art, was it?
No, that wasn't a thing of beauty. That's just why I don't play in points per reception fantasy league.
Is that what they call
the receiver
PPR?
still gets a point there, yeah.
Oh.
And you went that far back, no bueno.
Well, I'll tell you what, I wish I had their defense on my fantasy game.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And this pass caught by Gray. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt, and that will make it 6-0.
They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
From the 29, Murray. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
6-0 our score after 1. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Here's Berrios. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago.
Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff-worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Allen. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Here's Jack Fox on to punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Murray going to throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up the head of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
To throw again on second down. Murray. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
Throwing on second and 8. Allen, and a dump off to White. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears.
Well, that sure started out as a good example of what they call backed up or coming out on offense, meaning you're backed up close to your own goal line. Big-time emphasis on practicing that to try and create some room at no less to give the punter a chance to kick the ball away. It means take care of the ball, try and create some space. They were doing that, and the ball comes free.
Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Dallas Goedert, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Lutz with the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6.
Bears 7, Vikings 6.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now Allen. And he'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Brandon, what's even more impressive is that came against double coverage. He gashed them with that reception, even with the extra focus that he drew from the defense.
They'll run on first down with Moss. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 yards there, first down Vikings.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Allen going to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
On second down now, Dixon. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
Allen going to try and throw on third down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Sly able to put this one through. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Now Murray off play action. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And he's able to get it out of there. Upon a 46, a return of 5. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Up the middle they go. Dixon. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Dixon. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. And Allen will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a first down. Now Allen throwing on second down. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Well done, Moore. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings will extend their lead here just before halftime. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes this a 9-point game.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Dixon, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Third down, here's a run by Moss.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
throwing on first down is Allen. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A handoff to Moss on the option. And some space here. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
52 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. It's their quarterback. His second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side, so now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realize what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that can make this a 3-possession game.
22 yards there, a first down. Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Play action. Now it's Murray. He'll buy some time right. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On play action, it's Murray. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Dixon. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. So potentially a turning point here in the third quarter as that swings the door back open just a bit.
Yeah, they're still down 2 scores, but I do think we're at that point in the game where you're going to reach for the football whenever possible. You're going to hear the coaches scream from the sidelines. Tackle him. Second guy in. Tackle the ball.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Murray from midfield. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Murray now to throw. Got his man. It's London. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Murray now on 1st down. Throws right back to London, complete again. Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Murray to air it out again. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as it gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know...
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Moss on the give up the middle. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Throwing now is Allen. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And here now the punter, Fox, as he sends this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards. First down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now a handoff up the middle. Woodward. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Gets it out quickly here to the left flat. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And Dixon has it. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
On 2nd down, here's the option. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy is nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
They go with the option on 4th down, left side. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call.
Little read option, the end result, the 1st down, so a good read.
And the way teams are running it nowadays, they've added variety to it. You know, the original way was you read the defensive end. If he crashes down, you pull it and you go. Now they may not even block that person. May end up reading the linebacker, may read the cornerback. Just depends on how they want to block it up. In any case, this worked well for them.
Allen now on the sneak. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Allen taking it himself. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings booming away. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Now Murray, he bootlegs it. And his pass incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Cameron Bynum. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Dixon. And he gets it down to the 32. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. So the final seconds have ticked away.